Welcome back as always. It's Wednesday, which means I get to wake up at 8 a.m. once again to catch another exciting week of Bimani Pro League DDR. Let's see how week 4 played out. We have round 7, Silk Hat versus GiGO. Kicking off today is our first match, Ginyasu and Tsuyoshi. Ginyasu selects Mythamane and Tsuyoshi picks Ace Out, but right off the bat, GiGO whips out the strategy card, meaning for the third time in 3 weeks we get to see Unreality. So we already know how this one goes. Both players dead even at the halfway point, but Tsuyoshi gets off by just a bit on the return to those quick rhythms, putting Ginyasu up by 3. In the final stretch, Tsuyoshi holds steady long enough for those 3 perfects to be traded back, and the song ends in a draw. In Ace Out, the gradual speed up doesn't bother our competitors as they keep up the MA for most of the entire song. It looks to be anyone's game with Ginyasu in the lead, and his MA stonewalls any opportunity for a comeback, giving him a great win with only 4 perfects. Silk Hat bags the extra point, heading into match 2, where we see Abetaku face off against Unlim. Both players go in with the same strategy in mind, presenting a tricky selection of candidate songs. Abetaku picks Shiny World and Unlim gets Antimatter. Starting off with Shiny World Challenge, a rather notorious chart, as we can see both of them opting to use the turn mod to circumvent having to do those 30-second note crossovers. Now it looks like Abetaku had this song practiced and ready to go when he presented it, and Unlim was caught in the trap, as Abetaku is able to roar ahead and bring in the easy win. Now, going from that into a harsh foot speed song like Antimatter will test their stamina. The fatigue may have started to set in since while Abetaku got off to an early start, Unlim manages to claw right back, and other than a quick scare from a misnote at the very last second, he keeps hold of the lead for a 4EX win. It's now 4 points to 3 in Silk Hat's favor going into the tag battle. Kaname and Ginyasu versus Hibiki and Tsuyoshi, and there's even some sibling rivalry here, seeing as Hibiki and Kaname are in fact brothers. Silk Hat picks Dead Ball de Home Run, and GiGO picks New Century. In Dead Ball, clearly the swing rhythms don't phase any of the competitors with 3 pretty long white combos. This ends up being one of the closest tag battles in the season so far, with only Hibiki falling behind at the end. Otherwise, it's still 4 PFCs on the board. Kaname takes first with Tsuyoshi only 2 behind, and then Ginyasu 2 behind that to claim that final point. On to New Decade, a couple of costly missteps caused Ginyasu and Tsuyoshi to fall behind, leaving Kaname and Hibiki in a battle for first. But in the end, Hibiki takes it with only 16 perfects to Kaname's 19. Unfortunately for GiGO, Tsuyoshi would have needed second place anyway to win the match, which means Silk Hat claims victory and those 3 points for the standings. Definitely the biggest shakeup so far. I was thinking after week 2, GiGO looked fairly unbeatable, but Silk Hat was able to edge out enough small victories for it to add up in the end, so hats off to them. Round 8 is Apina VRAMeS versus SUPERNOVA Tohoku. Our first match sees Po facing off against Rinbo. Po picks Love Cura Splash, and Rinbo picks Bounce Trippy. In these easy standard theme matches, every perfect matters, so even though the songs are straightforward, both competitors' precision and mental game is still being tested. In Love Cura Splash, Po pulls ever so slightly ahead and is able to ride that wave all the way to the end to win by just 1 perfect. And after some quick pocket calculator BPM arithmetic, we head into Bounce Trippy. This ends up being another dead heat, but unlike last time, Rinbo is able to power through to grow his lead at the end with just 6 perfects to Po's 10. Just an overall great set of DDR, trading single-digit perfects. The score is now 1-1. Match 2 is Mamoru versus Own, and we have another serious selection to choose from. Mamoru picks Possession, and Own picks May.
Double strategy card! card. Card invalid.
In possession, the difference is only 5 EX after that first jump section, but Own overcompensates on a key stream heading out of the slowdown, getting offbeat and giving a huge opportunity to Mamoru, and he's able to turn that into a PFC and a 30 EX lead. In May, once again Mamoru is in the early lead, and while Own is almost able to equalize it during the speed up, he runs out of gas by the end, and Mamoru once again capitalizes with another big win. Our last match of the day is Po and Nari against Rinbo and Yoshimizu. Apina picks Chuin Bunny, and Supernova picks Yomanda. So, quite the contrast we have here. Chuin Bunny, gonna be honest you guys, I didn't know this song existed. The shock arrows are no problem for our competitors, but it feels like Apina was read up on this chart and net themselves first and second. Another successful pick for Apina. They seem to have a great strategy when it comes to their song choices. Now, on to Yomanda. You have to assume they know on the Apina side that thanks to Mamoru they've already clinched another victory, so luckily for them, they can kind of conserve their strength just a little bit. So even though Rinbo and Yoshimizu play their hearts out while Po and Nari drag behind to handily win the battle, the war was already over. While Po once again had a great day, I think we still have yet to see her truly be tested on some of the higher level charts, like when it really counts. Instead of relying on the 13s and 14s for points, we'll see though. Of course, Apina playing to their strength may be what got them 2 wins in the first place. As always, congratulations to all the competitors and good luck as we head into the final round robin matches. I will see everyone next time. Thanks for watching.